Hi, I'm MJ from Linus Publications, and we're here to do the daily for Trump for 9:30, which is Tuesday. But before we do that, I want to come back and clarify his daily for today, which is the 29th. I had noted that Mercury was retrograde. That is incorrect. My software program seems to have glitched. And it noted that the Mercury was in retrograde. And by the time I noticed it, it was later last night, and I didn't have time to correct it. So I'm just going to note this is just affecting the last two configurations. One was the Mercury conjunct Jupiter. And in this case, I had noted he's going to be a little bit foggy and a few other things. And in this case, what happens is that he's going to have confidence. So I've noted he's not going to have confidence with the retrograde. With it being normal, yes, he's going to have confidence. But the problem is he's not going to stop talking. And in effect, talking too much. He's skipping details. And I can see that because I just came in from looking at his press conference. He's just talking and not saying much. And did I miss something over the last few days? Is his hair purple now? It's like a light pink. Okay, well, enough of that. The Mercury tri-Uranus, I noted that that was retrograde. It's not. It's normal motion. It's going straight. In this case, I noted he's going to be revisiting old things. No. If it's not retrograde, he's not going back. He's going more forward. But in this case, he's going to be messaging pretty boldly on things. He's going to feel free in what he's saying. So you may see him saying things that are maybe a little unconventional. So that's an issue. So now let's move on to what we're going to be seeing for tomorrow. And we've got a few angles here. We've got 5 angles for Moon. We've got 2 things I want to talk about with Mercury. And let's move on. So what we have is Moon squaring the wounded warrior. Tough one. He's going to be focusing on his wounds. So the thing is, he's going to have some vulnerabilities because of this. He's going to be bringing up the past. And anything that gets brought up is sort of going to bring him into a tirade about how wounded he is. And I wouldn't be surprised if he brings up more people he wants to have indictments seen against. Now we've got Moon in conjunct Pluto. Considering he's meeting the military tomorrow, this is not a great sign. He's pretty triggered. So in effect, he's got a lot of fears on things, and power dynamics are going to start bubbling up. So he's going to be trying to manipulate. He's trying to make sure that he's going to have some power. Now, I have an analogy here, and it's really the best one I could think of. Think of, a lake that has a volcano underneath it. And right now, the moon is sort of angling on the lake, and it's sort of creating just little ripples. And because of this transit, though, what happens is Pluto underneath is now releasing all this steam. So you're not really seeing Pluto, but it's telling you it's there. So this is not very auspicious for the meeting for tomorrow. Now, we also have Moon square Jupiter tomorrow. So in this case, he feels he needs to feel good. So he's going to be wanting to say things that make him feel good, do things that make him feel good. He's going to overindulge in things. He's going to overreact. He's going to overpromise. Again, Jupiter, overdo everything, especially since it's a square. He's going to have inflated expectations. He's going to have very little discernment. So people will be saying things to him, and he'll say, oh, yeah, that's good, even though he doesn't think about it. In fact, some of this, as I'm hearing, he actually saw some things on Fox that relate back to the protests in Portland from years ago, where they had the issues. I think it was during his first term. And he's thinking that's going on now. That's what seems, that seems to be a connection that some people have been making. Now, the next thing we have is Moon in conjunct Uranus. Okay, so we've got Moon in conjunct Pluto, now Uranus. Okay, so restless, irritable, unpredictable. He needs space. He's going to do some pretty unexpected things. And since this is going to be when he's going to be around generals, it's something to sort of say, oh, okay. Now, he also has Moon in conjunct his North Node. In this case, when he's faced with any type of conflict between a direction to go in, and it's going to be the known sort of going back and the unknown going forward, he's going to be picking the unknown, the known going backwards. The North Node is sort of a test of where you can go. And in this case, he can't get there. He can't get to moving forward. So he's going to keep on coming back and doing the same things again. Now, we also have Mercury trining the North Node. And this is actually good. So in this case, his thoughts are a little bit better aligned. He can make smart decisions. And he can think about things. And the best way I can think of to have an analogy for this is think of a bird that flaps its wings to get up to a certain altitude, and then all of a sudden it catches the wind. And then it just sails along. So it just catches it perfectly. And that's what he might be for some period of time. And that's actually nice. The thing is, he's got other things that are likely to ruffle that a bit. We also have Mercury moving into the third house. So it's going to be there plus or minus about 30 days. What does that mean? Well, he's always been focused on communication, but this is going to be more so. So I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps, all his cell phones around him and, he wants to talk to all his friends and get their opinions. He may also do a lot more short trips. He's going to be concerned with neighborhoods. And this is a little touchy because the neighborhoods may be cities. So this may be that he's lining up many cities to think about putting troops into. Now, that's what we have for tomorrow. And it doesn't seem, if he's going, and I already noted what I think is going to happen with this military thing tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's going to succeed, but I think it's going to be a loyalty test. Now, doesn't look like he's got a great day tomorrow because, again, he is trying for some type of control. He is trying to do some unexpected things, but it might just sort of flop over. So we'll have to hope that that happens. Now, other than that, I hope you have a great rest of the day today. And again, I apologize for the error yesterday. Like I said, my software has been glitching and I've usually caught it when it does this. And I've actually talked to the developer of the software too. When it happened last few times. So thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye now.